Yo, 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 what up, though? It is game time decision. I apologize. We are a couple minutes late. I had to readjust some stuff because we got breaking news. Breaking news on the Game Time Decision Network. And we're going to break this news while Tim Earl is in a car driving to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, one more Tim, Myrtle Beach, to the beach.
Yeah, Tim's on his way to a birthday party and stuff like that. So he's got stuff to do, but Game Time Decision, we have a whole new sponsor situation going on. And I guess we gotta delete all this stuff because I had this other. But we have our own sponsor, folks. And if you haven't noticed, it's above Nick Earl's head. BetMGM. I know they were a sponsor for Picks and Parlays and Max Wager Network earlier in the year or whatever. We reached out to a few people and they reached out to us and wanted to sponsor our show and the ESB show. So boom shakalaka, your boys over here doing big stuff. The Twins and I. So you will be seeing BetMGM. Listen, I get it. If you guys haven't signed up with them, you need to. BetMGM will give you $1,000 risk free on your first bet. Links in the description below. Follow the link. We're working on a code, possibly a Game Time Decision or ESB or whatever the code is. That shit, takes forever to create. But links in the description. You can follow that. If you haven't already subscribed, you need to. My response to the big man was when we do these sponsors, how about something for somebody that's already got a BetMGM account or a Caesars account?
Yeah.
Because, instead of, I get they want signups and stuff like that, but hey, maybe
maybe if you use the promo code Game Time Decision, you can get 50% of your next. You can get a 50% deposit match or something in your for your next deposit or something along those lines.
Or just something. So we're working on that. Don't think for a second that we aren't. Excuse me, because we are. But all I gotta say is your boys are doing big things over here. Your boys are doing big things, Ma. That's all I gotta say. And as always, don't forget to check out Earl Sports Bets promo. 7-day package is only $49. I mean, you can't beat that. You just can't beat that. But Justin says, "What up, squad? What's happening? What's going on with the get down?" Listen, I'm gonna count this as a squad bet win because we told y'all what to do. We just didn't put it on the screen because we don't want to jinx them.
What did we do yesterday? I totally forgot. I thought as a
we're on the under 54.
Oh, hell yeah.
We didn't want to put it up because we didn't want to jinx it, but we were on that shit from like Tuesday, Monday. I mean, we were on the 54 all week. So that was a no sweat cash there. Wink, wink. Comes in at 51. My teaser cashed. I got in on Kansas City money line when they were down 10-0 in play. So that was a nice little plus 175. How'd you do besides the under? Did you have anything else going on that game?
I went no for that game. No. Okay. Actually, I lost an additional $10 because I put $5 each on a couple first touchdown scorers. Went for the big scores. I took Joshua Palmer, who scored the last touchdown, not the first touchdown, at 15-1. And I took Sky Moore at 37-1. When I take first touchdown scorers, I'm not taking the Travis Kelce's of the world. I'm not taking the obvious crap.
We're looking at that bang.
Yeah, I'm looking to turn $5 into 100. That's kind of what I'm trying to do there. So I was just screwing around with that. So yeah.
I will say this. I feel like I let myself down when I wasn't on Mike Williams props yesterday. I knew Keenan Allen was out. I know Mike Williams had a big mismatch as far as the corner who was primarily tasked to guard him was it was undersized. There's a big mismatch there. Should have took him for an anytime touchdown and some over yard props, but I didn't. I went the other side when Juju Smith-Schuster, and he didn't do nothing.
See, the props that would have been the way to go is not just Mike Williams. It's who I took for the first touchdown, Joshua Palmer, because he was going to get more receptions and not many people. Like, he was a great DraftKings play last night. Like, if you played the DraftKings showdown
yesterday to pick him up in fantasy for this week if you needed a wide receiver for something going on and you wanted to replace him. I told people, this will piss me off. I told people, pick him up for fantasy. He's going to have a big game, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't bet him.
Yeah. No. Yeah, if I was playing DraftKings last night, I probably would have had Joshua Palmer part of my lineup.
Yeah. I'm putting in my teaser here in a banner for everybody, and it's real simple.
There was a post here by, I'm assuming this guy is a Chargers beat reporter, with the status of Justin Herbert as for next week. He is currently considered day-to-day with a fractured to his rib cartilage.
Man, that's probably even worse than cracked ribs, to be honest with you.
Him in after that.
I saw that they left him in.
Your franchise quarterback is obviously hurt. Obviously hurt. And you leave him in the game down 10 points with 4 minutes to go. What the hell is wrong with you?
Was, he's still on his rookie contract. When he gets done with that rookie contract, I'm 99% sure
they're going to re-sign him.
He won't sign with them because of this moment right here. We'll be talking about this next year. I think 2 years he's got before he restructures that or has to. This
is why I think the Chargers are a Super Bowl team, though, because he's still on a rookie contract. So you have the ability to pay for him more, or pay more around him.
I scrolled my teaser at the bottom for tonight. It wouldn't let me take Air Force and Wyoming in the same game teaser because they know that's just handing out money. So I'm taking the Florida State and the Louisville game, a 6-point teaser. I'm taking that under. So I teased it up to 63. It's currently at 57. And I teased Air Force Wyoming up over. It's at 47, teased it down to 41 and over. So Louisville, FSU under the 63, Air Force Wyoming over 41. It's a nice, easy take the money.
I'm on board with that because I have those two straight bet, just normal. And I'm pissed that I didn't get the best of the lines. I got over 48.5 with Wyoming, and it's 47, and I got under 53.5 with Louisville. It's 57. So
that's fair.
Not good CLV for me this weekend so far. But
I dig Air Force to cover, by the way, the 16. How do you feel about the side?
I like Wyoming a little bit, honestly. And I mentioned this during Morning Win, the chat a little bit. I think 16.5 is a little too much. I think that we could see 17 to 20 points potentially from Wyoming. That's why I like the over, because I think that Air Force is going to get their points as well. I like the over more than anything in this game, but I was also leaning towards Wyoming's team total over 14.5. And because when we look at these two teams, the last 12 times these teams have played, Wyoming is 10-2 ATS against Air Force. So Air Force has struggled to cover against this team. So that's why I'm looking a little bit towards Wyoming. Plus, my line for this game was more like 10.5, 11 rather than 16.5. Like that's kind of where I was landing on this game, was a 10, actually. Now looking at my power rankings was Air Force minus 10. So I think this is way too high of a spread. And I think people are drinking the Air Force Kool-Aid a little bit too much here. Can they go out and win this game by 21 points? Absolutely. I think the value is on Wyoming.
17 is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Wyoming has the value on this one. I like Wyoming plus the points. I did not bet Wyoming plus the points. I did take the over 47.5.
48. We like that. You could squad bet that up. I'm not putting it on the screen, but I'm just letting you know. Don't buy my dogs going nuts in the background, the UPS guys.
Hey, that's a message that Wyoming's going to cover.
Amazon, Amazon guy, shocking. He lived. I swear to God, I want to charge this guy rent. The Amazon guy. Tate says, "Happy Friday, y'all. What up? What up? What up? What up?" We're gonna talk some college football. We'll break down some college football. I mean, I'll tell you right now. I have 2 MLB plays today, and it's a parlay. And it's the White Sox on the run line, and it's the Mets on the run line. It's just I parlayed them both up because I think both just destroy the shitty teams, Pirates and the Tigers. I'm not telling everybody to follow up on that or anything like that, but that's the only bet I have in MLB today. Will I get on anything later? Yeah, maybe. I don't hate the Giants here at plus money. I'm still trying to figure out how they're put. But I didn't bet that, Richie P. I see you in the chat. I wouldn't be opposed.
Dodgers lose.
Dodgers lose. Gut play. I mean,
yeah, I'm on that. I'm on the Giants first 5. I like that.
I don't hate that. But yeah, we'll keep going down the chats. What's good, fellas? What's happening? What's up?
What's good,
and
CT
Lenny?
Bays, by the way? Yeah, he's from a group chat I'm in.
Ah, nice. There you go. What's up, CT? What's good, fella? Hey, Michigan, bro.
No. Can I? Let me see. Let me see something real quick. Can I say something about Michigan State real quick?
Sure.
It's a trap.
You get a.
Can I say something back?
Hell no. To the no.
You get an unranked home favorite against the 11th best team in the nation, and you're getting plus points at the end of the night. That is trappy as all hell. That is trappy. No, I've already locked in Washington -3. I'm sorry, Lenny, but
I get it. You've been on that all week, so I respect that.
Yeah,
you've been saying
I had this game at 5.5, so I see value with Washington.
I just don't think they're that good. Washington.
Well, we'll see. Neither team have been tested so far. The three of the 4
team has
games
played well.
Both those teams have crushed their opponents, but both these teams have not been tested yet because 3 of the 4 games they've played are against MAC teams. I mean, we saw Michigan State. They played Akron and Western Michigan, and Washington has played Portland State, and they played Kent State. Like they've played absolute nobody so far. So I'm not surprised. So this is a spot also you got to keep in mind. Michigan's heading towards the West Coast, and
I like the under.
I'm actually liking the over 56.5 in this game as well. I think both these offenses are clicking. I think at the very least, you're going to get a good competitive high scoring game over 56.5. Because both these teams have put up points so far this year, and I think that they can move the football against each other here. So I do lean over 56.5. I'm probably going to, that's one of my extras plays that I like that I might bet later. But it's not on my official card yet, but if I feel a little frisky and want to add a couple plays, that's probably my first add is the over 56.5.
See, I have a thought on that, and it's kind of to take a page out of your book. There is Michigan State traveling north, you know what I mean? All that, or, west and northwest or whatever. Both teams have been clicking, but they've been clicking against MAC schools. So now they actually have to compete against somebody who's not in the MAC and probably better step up in competition. I think maybe the defenses show up a little bit more and we get a little less offense. Do I think this game can end in the 20s for both teams? Yes. I just don't know if it hits that 56, 57 number. So, I mean, look, bro, if you're going to give me my college team plus money and points against a team that is unranked, I'm going to take them, trap or not. I'm running head first, straight ahead.
Now, should Michigan State win this game?
Michigan State. Yes.
Michigan State should win this game. Do they, though? Because I think at the end of this week, Washington will be ranked.
If they flip side of that is if Michigan State does beat them, is Michigan State a top 10 team? Do they move into the top 10? Because right now they're at 11.
It depends on what the teams above them do.
Yeah, fair. I mean,
because let's see where the
trying to look up without looking on ESPN
rankings. I need to see NCAAF rankings because we have time. We can look at.
I always go to
yeah, because you have
USA Today.
it depends on what Arkansas does this week, which I think Arkansas plays an FCS school. Kentucky, I don't know who they play. Oklahoma State. I think a bunch of these schools are playing like BS teams this week. Oklahoma has a matchup against Nebraska. US. Now, I think Michigan State moves into the top 10 if they win. And let's just say Fresno State upsets USC. Nebraska upsets Oklahoma. I think somebody needs to lose for them to move it into the top 10, or Michigan State wins convincingly. Like they're gonna have to win this by 2 touchdowns in order for them to move into the top 10.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we'll see how they kind of go. I like this one. Gave me the other one, but yeah, I mean, there's some definite matchups there. That Kentucky Youngstown. I'll tell you what. First of all, speaking of teams that are barely in the top 10, Kentucky is legit.
Kentucky's very legit this year. I liked them last week against Florida. To be completely, I ended up betting the under 51, which still cashed, but I was leaning heavy towards Kentucky plus the points in the money line. I saw that as a game that should have been a field goal spread, not a 5.5, 6. There's some legit teams in the top 15 here, top even 16. I want to put that out there because if I had to pick a dark horse to make the Final Four as the 4 seed, I'm going to stick with my pick to begin the season. Now that they made it past week 1, or that they won week 1, NC State's my pick to make the Final Four out of the ACC. I think they beat Clemson. I don't like Clemson at all this year, especially if they stick with DJ Ungagavugale, or however the hell you pronounce his name.
I think
now if they go to that freshman guy, because I see that if you look at that situation in Clemson, it feels awfully similar to a couple years ago when they started with Kelly Bryant and then they moved to Sunshine Lawrence. I think that's a similar situation where Clemson will be good once they get away from DJ. But if they don't, I can see Clemson falling out. Oklahoma, I can see Texas beating them. Honestly, USC, Pac-12. There's always some fluky.
I'm high on USC. Game. But I get it. They're going to USC it up at the end of the day.
USC is going to find a way to lose a game against like Oregon State or like Washington. They're going to lose a game like against Washington State or something like that. Some Stanford, they already beat Stanford. They're going to lose to a team like that. They're not going to lose to a top-tier Pac-12 team, but they're going to lose a game that they shouldn't. And they're going to lose as like a 13-point favorite. So I don't trust them. Okie State, maybe. I think Okie State and Oklahoma are going to probably battle it out for the Big 12 potentially, which could be interesting. But I don't trust that. I mean, Kentucky, we'll see. They have a tough SEC schedule. BYU is sneaky, but they don't play anybody. My bad. They play a couple. They play good out of conference schedule, but they don't really play. If I'm not mistaken, they don't really play anyone. Actually, I will take that back. I'm looking at their schedule now. They already beat Baylor. They have Oregon on their schedule. They got Notre Dame on their schedule. They got Arkansas on their schedule. They got East Carolina on their schedule. Boise State, Stanford. So they actually got a decent schedule. If BYU runs the table, they are a dark horse.
Facts.
I think they lose this game, though. I think that Oregon beats them.
I like Miami and Tennessee. To be honest with you, I'll tell you what about my Spartans real quick.
Miami loses this week to
they're a top 15 team. That's it. No more, no less.
Michigan State is exactly where they were last year. They're going to the Peach Bowl, and that's probably, or the Chick-fil-A Bowl, and that's about it.
Peaches. I get my peaches out in Georgia.
And you get your weed from California?
Yeah, no, down the street. This shit's illegal in Vegas. There's a dispensary within a half mile.
That was the
song.
I
know.
Okay,
that's what I said. No, not in California. I mean, they got good stuff down there too.
Yeah. No, I like A&M this week against Miami, so I'm going to say no.
Real quick, my point to this comment, yes, they can. They probably will franchise tag him and all that. My point is he doesn't have a lot of leverage, but I think he has more than what we think he has. But come negotiation time, a team doesn't want to franchise tag him. I mean, they're not going to want to. It's going to cost, you just don't want to. And then you just create a bad situation. And what's that show to all your other players was when I point to that. I'm not saying he's not going to be there. Maybe they work some stuff out. But if you're Justin Herbert right now today, the day after this game, I'm thinking my head coach is a freaking idiot. And my receiver, Everett, I would be having my boys with his boys and his ass because he threw that 99-yard, 100-yard interception, pick six. Yes, that was on Justin Herbert's part. Yes, it was a bad decision on his part. But technically, he threw the ball where the receiver was supposed to be. So, but that receiver
did you see his reaction to you see his reaction?
Yeah, he rolled his eyes. He was on the sideline. He's just like, and Everett's just like in his ear going, Charlie Brown's teacher, and you saw Justin Herbert roll his eyes and turn, and I was like, oh shit. Nobody wants to talk
He's
about
like, get
that.
the hell away from me, please. You're making me look bad tonight.
I'm like,
I will say this now. The Chargers were the better team.
Yeah.
And fully healthy
Patrick
with Keenan
Mahomes
Allen, they
3
beat the Chiefs.
That game.
The Chargers proved to me last night that they're a Super Bowl contender even in a loss.
They are. Listen, we'll see how.
The only thing is, I don't like the head coach.
I can't. Last year he couldn't go. He couldn't stop going forward on 4th down. Right? He couldn't stop. This year, in 2 games, he hasn't. He's like now. All of a sudden, he got no balls. Last year, he had too big of balls. I don't know if he had surgery in the offseason,
and then calls timeout, so the Raiders can kick a game-winning field goal. 4th
and 1 from the opponent's 47, and in that game, you gotta run. You got a 6'6" quarterback behind you that's built like a linebacker. Let him, sneak it. He did it once before. Let him go. Let him go right in there. Tuck it. Get your 1st down. Keep moving that ball. I mean, Chargers. That was their game to win, and they lost that game. Patrick Mahomes. What's his name? I'm trying to look for the corner. Derwin James Jr.
Yeah.
Dropped 2 for sure picks. This is why he plays defense and corner and not a receiver. Had it in his hands and straight, just fumbled right out. 1 was a pick 6. I guarantee it. Like, I could have ran that bad boy.
Yeah.
I would have rolled. Nobody touched me. I'm still rolling. Okay. I'm just saying, tuck and roll. DMX taught us that. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. I mean, I would have just went there. I'm on a roll today, baby. I'm just telling you right now. My wife woke me up pissing and moaning, whatever. She's been on my shit list. I woke up, chose violence. Yes, Air Force. I think Air Force covers this. This is in a teaser because it's Air Force is at 16.5 or 16. Shop your lines. I think they covered a 16, but he doesn't think so. But we both agree.
I had that game as a 10, so I think that's about right. That's where the line should be.
Tailed that teaser last night. That was straight cash, homie. Something from the car from this guy. Tim Earl, breaking news.
Too cool to join us.
I know. Breaking news. We shouldn't even tell him because I know you were captain late to the stream. We got a new sponsor here on the Game Time Decision Earl Sports Bet collaboration at BetMGM. Follow the link in the description of the video. Bang, boom, pow. Giants money line. I'm in. Yeah. Gut play. Washington's quarterback is a transfer from IU who was rattled by State, and I don't see Washington having weapons. I think it's a slugfest, but I think I'm falling for the trap. Just do it. Yeah,
it was Penix Jr. is the quarterback, and also the former coach of Indiana. The former IU coach is now the head coach of Washington, which is what brought Penix to Washington.
Followed him, yeah. And there's some familiarity between those schools.
Yeah, one thing we saw with Penix, because I believe he's a senior, the couple years where he didn't have this head coach, he was terrible. The first year he had him, though, he was pretty good. And now that they're back, something's clicking. I like that offense that they have in Washington.
Do you like the side for this college game tonight, Florida State or Louisville?
I think the line's correct. Wait. Oh yeah, you got. I will not.
He's trying to tease it.
I would. If I'm teasing the Florida State game, I'm only teasing Louisville up past the touchdown. And the only reason why I say that is I refuse, and I know Lenny's fine with this. I don't tease through 0. Number one, ties don't happen in college football. For the NFL is one thing. You sometimes twice a year see a tie. Ties don't happen in college football. You are giving up a point. So I don't see the value in teasing through 0, at least in college. In NFL, fine, whatever. It's still very low odds you see a tie. So teasing through 0 has a very low value to it. So I would.
I don't hate this personally, but I'm high on Air Force to cover.
Yeah.
So
plus, if I'm teasing Air Force, I would have rather had it at a 15.5, teasing it
where
down.
I could get it down 9.5.
The key to teasing is you want to tease through two key numbers. Is the way to tease. Like if you're teasing a dog, you want to tease them from 1.5, from 2, or 1.5, 2, or 2.5, up through the 3 and up through the 7.
Mm-hmm.
If you're teasing a favorite, you want to tease down through 3, down through the 7. If you're teasing a big favorite like Air Force, you want to tease through 14 and 10.
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't do this. Is strictly because I missed my mark on Air Force. I couldn't get it at 9.5.
Yeah,
so
plus when you're teasing through 0, you're only
is why I went over, because I know I like it over 41.
Yeah,
game goes over for sure.
And like
Air Force might cover that shit by themselves.
Yeah, and in Florida State, if you're teasing them, you're only teasing them through one key number, and that is you're getting the over a field goal. So you're teasing it through 3, but you're starting with a 2.5. So you're only teasing it through one key number, and you're teasing it through the most useless number in football, and 0.
Right, but on the Florida State tip, them to win by a field goal or to get 3.5, I will take. Like if Louisville wins this game, in my opinion, to play devil's advocate here, in my opinion, if Louisville wins this game, it's by a field goal. It's within 3. So the 3.5 is that safety net. You get the hook there. So I don't hate it, but I get what you're saying about through 0. The Air Force, I don't like the 10.5 just because
I won't want 9.5.
That key number. I want 9.5. But honestly, I talk about teasers all the time. I know I do a lot of teasers. You guys see me do a lot of teasers. I like Florida straight up, and I like Air Force straight up. So they're both individually bet FSU minus 2.5 and Air Force minus 16. I have it at 16 even though. So yeah, I don't mind either one of those. I know he's high, a little bit higher on Wyoming. On the other side,
I just think the line's a little wide on that one there. It's not that I'm high on Wyoming. It's just I think the line's too much.
That's fair. Also, Auburn looks even better now to side as a Penn State. Have troubles.
I locked in Auburn last night +3 and +135, and I did a video for it. So
this is the game that Hannah Mears is.
Be sure to check out the Big Ten Network for pregame and postgame for Penn State and for Auburn. Because our picks and parlays own Hannah Mears will be part of the pregame and postgame show. I'm going to definitely be checking that out.
I will definitely.
Major shout out to her.
Yeah, absolutely. So look for her. She's doing big things. And, that's awesome. I mean, listen, ain't nobody asking us to do shit on the sidelines. So
no,
I'm just saying, good job. Good job, Hannah Mears. That's awesome. She's going places for sure. What's up, fellas? Rays all day.
I mean, they're in the wild card race. I wouldn't talk you off the race. I didn't bet the game.
Yeah, against Texas.
Yeah.
My problem is against the Rangers, it is Perez on the mound. And that's like the only pitcher I like backing when it comes to a Rangers pitcher.
I passed on that game in general. I have all 4 more MLB players, and if you ever want to know, by the way, which games to bet unders on with baseball, look for me to bet it over and just blindly bet the under. I swear, I had the over in the Chicago game today, and Stroman had a no-hitter through 5. And it was I had the over in the Seattle San Diego game the other day. That was 2-0. I find a great way to find these games that are going to finish 1-0 and bet them over.
You know what I do? What I caught myself doing, and I shouldn't, and I've done it a million times though, is I'll bet an over, okay, I'll bet an under, and the shit is dead in inning 1. Over 7.5, right? Under 8.5 or whatever. And all of a sudden in 2 innings, it's bang, 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 bang. The ball can't stay in the field and it's dead. So I'll turn around and I'll go, all right, I'll make my money back on an in play because I'm smart. And then I in play it under or over another number, and then there won't be no more runs the rest of the damn game.
Oh,
and then I'm
that stuff pisses me off when I bet the first 5 under.
Talk sports.
Yeah, that stuff pisses me off because this happened the other night too. This happens sometimes, and it's just probably my biggest pet peeve when it comes to sports betting baseball. When I take a first 5 under, and they score in the bottom of the 5th inning to push it over, and that's the last run you see the rest of the game. Like the other day, now there was one more run after this, but I had the first 5 under 3.5 with St. Louis and Milwaukee. And St. Louis hits a home run in the bottom of the 5th inning to make it 3-1. Game finishes 4-1. Really?
Or hey, bet the Nerfy and the game ends 1-0.
Nothing, and the runs scored? In the first inning.
Bottom of the first. And I'm like, oh, that shit'll put me in a bad mood for a whole day. A little NHL talk right here from Richie P. Nick, you got any faith in the Stars? I see you wearing a Stars jersey.
Yeah, I just did the show with Terry Edelman. Shout out to Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. He's doing these season previews. Yeah, he's doing the season previews for the NHL teams, and today was the Stars day. So usually when I'm on those shows, I'll try to wear a jersey for that team specifically. And today was just the Stars. I said that they're going to finish 5th in the Central this year, and they're going to miss the playoffs. They're going to be an under team. I still like Colorado, St. Louis, Nashville, Minnesota over them in the Central Division. So, yeah.
That's fair.
Not really much faith in them.
Some guy named Tim says ECU minus 30. I'm on the other side. And
under.
Take a gamble plus the points.
Under.
Just kidding. I have 0 plan.
I want nothing to do with that game, though.
FSU minus 2.5. Yeah, I do like Florida State to get the job done, but Louisville, I don't know. We'll see. Supness, Nick and Detroit. What's happening? Like Steel. Tim Earl, where's the cake? Yeah, I know. He's out partying. Actually, he's in a car driving to. Are you going? It's for the weekend, I heard, or no?
Yeah, I'm going to be heading out after this.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep. Tim should phone in. Phone a friend, Tim. Phone a friend. He can't, Richie. His mom is. Listen, Tim. Ask your mom if you can use the phone in the car. Can you use the phone in your booster seat?
Hop on Game Time for just 5 minutes and say hi. That's it.
Tim, can you use the phone in your booster seat? Is that allowed? I'm confused. I could make fun of him because he's not here. It's cool, Tim. It's cool, Tim. No, we say how it is, Tim. You're just in the chat. That's what Richie P really meant.
I'm going to send him the links on his to his Twitter. So,
there you go. You can just click the link. You just download StreamYard, bro, on your phone. It's easy. I've done it. At Tim Earl, I do actually like that, but my book got to 32.5. What are we talking about? Oh, the ECU game.
Guys, there are so many better games, and this is coming from an ECU student, fan, whatever. There are way better games to bet this weekend than Campbell and East Carolina and ECU minus 30. There are tons of normal football games that don't include an FCS school in it where you don't have to bet this game.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't like this Nerfy Lex because Mets, I think, get after the Pirates early and often. So, I mean, you got Keller on the mound for the Pirates. And as far as the Braves go, I could get behind that, Max Fried Chicken and go Suarez, but I don't trust the Pirates to give me 3 outs. Did I just make the wrong bet? FSU minus 1.5 over Louisville? No, that's a good play. If you got it at 1.5, I got 2.5s everywhere. So I like Florida State. I'm gonna say Rock Seminoles tonight, but I like the under. Yeah. I did a teaser. I got it under like 62 or 63, whatever it is. It's scrolling right here. It's under 63. Well, Tim, don't get carried away. We didn't get a code. We got a link. We're baby steps, Tim. Baby steps. Okay, we got a code, or we got a link in the code. If you had to tease aside, Florida State or Louisville?
Louisville only because you're getting you'll be able to tease through 3 and 7.
You'll get like 8.5. Yeah. I don't hate that. I don't. Tim behind the scenes, he's like way behind the scenes. Okay, thanks. No problem. FSU. Nope, Lex, I'm in the car.
He says he has 1 bar of reception, so he couldn't join even if he wanted to.
I remember when you guys were on vacay and he had to do a free pick or something he had to do, and he tapped in and he was in the car and he had he's like
that was game time when we were in Tennessee.
Yeah, and he was like, I got really shitty signal. So if I die here and there, I'm like, it's cool, bro. Whatever. And
I think Craig joined in too.
Yeah, he did. Craig kind of bailed out some stuff there, but because he was having, you could tell he was like, like there was times when the video would stop, but he would keep going. Like the music, like you could hear him, but he was froze. So
yeah,
it was
happens.
He had, oh wait, Lex got parfait in effect, half drunk, but all Lex. All right, go Bears. Stop it. I'm on the Packers to destroy them.
Back.
I did a power hour today, and the last person on the last guest of the week, of course, is Craig Trapp, and the last game he did was that Sunday night game, Bears Packers. And
I'm gonna have 3 plays on that game for the Packers game. I'm gonna have the Packers -10. I'm gonna have the Bears team total under and the full game under.
That's exactly what I said. 100%. I told him, I'm like,
it's gonna be like 24.
I like the under. I'm like, I don't expect the Bears to get more than 10 points. He likes the Bears +10. Little
overreaction. Wow, the Bears look great in week 1. They beat the Niners. Wow, the Packers look like shit. They lost to the Vikings.
I went back and forth with that free pick video is probably like 10 minutes, but whatever. When you cut it up, but we went back and forth. So it's some good stuff.
You disagreed with somebody. I watch all your. I have to edit all your stuff, and I swear the amount of times you're like, I really like that, or like I can't argue with that, or let's disagree with people. Sometimes it makes for more entertaining videos, especially when I know you're on the other side.
Scott Rickenbaugh had some good stuff on the Monday night props that I really liked, though. Chip Turimbas did a college football team that I can't say that I dislike it. I just didn't. I still forgot Old Dominion was still playing football. So
they were in Greenville last week.
Yeah. So I mean, there's just some teams. I don't have enough time. There's not enough time in the day.
That's why I power rank index to discover which games to even look at.
Exactly. And then plus not all this stuff, so Orioles run line first 5. Lex is giving out some plays. Nationals money line tonight. I don't even know who the Nats play.
They're home against the Marlins. It's Josiah Gray and Jesus Luzardo. I lean Nationals. Didn't bet it.
Fair.
I only have 4 plays in the MLB the rest of the night. 3 of them are first 5 underdogs. One of them is a full game -1 line with the Guardians. And then I like the Phillies, Diamondbacks, and Giants.
Ooh, snap. Louisville money line and Wyoming spread straight in a parlay. Run it. That's what Justin's saying. I can't get behind Louisville.
Louisville is an interesting
weird team.
Huh?
Weird team.
Yeah, I had Louisville last week +6.5 and +205 against UCF, and they took care of business. So
perfect. And then trying to think, Air Force and Wyoming. I could under 16 is a lot.
16,
and it's a weird number. It's a freaking weird number. But I think Air Force is just. Maybe
Air Force potentially runs the table this year. Like that's how good Air Force is.
We talked about this in a Morningwood. Actually, I talked about it with Scott Reichel. And he brought up a good point. Wyoming might see the ball 3 times in the first half. I mean, because Air Force is just gonna dink, 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 look, run, 3-yard run, 8-yard run, 5-yard run, 2-yard run, 15-yard run. We're gonna bang, 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 bang. They're gonna run it right down their freaking throat. And that being said, that's gonna eat up the clock, do all that. I understand that, and I'm teasing this over 41 with the understanding that I don't know if Wyoming can stop them from scoring on any drive. If I can figure out a prop for that, for Air Force to never punt, I would bet that. Air Force not to punt. So that's why I'm high on Air Force. I'm more low on Wyoming than I am high on Air Force.
I think Air Force potentially puts up enough points to cover this over by themselves. That's why I eventually stayed off the side, even though I think there's value with Wyoming. But yeah, I can see them putting up. Yeah.
Nick Mo wants to know what dogs you like in baseball, my G.
I just mentioned them a second ago. All first 5 money lines: Phillies, Diamondbacks, Giants.
I can get behind all that shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Get behind all that. I do like the. I mean, I'm on the White Sox and I'm on the Mets run line 2-team parlay. I'm just telling you right now. That's just what I do. I'm a big 2-teamer parlay. I do straight bet of most of my stuff. Like I straight bet both of those, but I just consider it one bet. But I really probably am going to get on that. I really like the Giants tonight. I mean, it's Logan Webb, for Christ's sake. I mean, he's their best pitcher, in my opinion. But,
damn it. Trent just posted on Twitter. He is on the Giants money line.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
Why can't we have nice things? That's fine. I'm not even going to tell people who, if you don't know who he is, I don't know what to tell you. He's on every social media platform, but he calls himself the fake god, which I'm just convinced he throws plays out there because he's trying to reverse jinx himself. Like saying I'm on San Diego, but he really bet the Kansas City Chiefs or vice versa. Although San Diego last night backdoor cover, so he was all happy about that. But I don't like when me and him are on the same sides. I don't feel good about it. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Joe's coming in.
This is not sports betting related, but this is kind of interesting that I just saw this on Twitter. I really need to know what type of time machine the Simpsons use.
Oh, are they
predicting? Because they had another one of these predicting the future moments. Because in one of their episodes, they had it where the Queen died, and it says 1926 to 2022. This was, I think, a few years ago.
Really?
I need to know what time machine these guys use.
There's a whole damn page dedicated to Simpsons.
Oh, yeah. They've done this plenty of times.
I just followed them on, yeah.
Like, really?
That's great. Hey, guess what? Before we get too far, because we haven't talked too much about NFL, I beat friend of the program last week on NFL Total Chaos Theory Edelman. I squeaked by and took that championship down. So continuing my reign as a champion from last year. So week 2, I get to go up against like the scheduling gods hate me, but the man, the myth, the legend himself, Sean Higgs.
Can I bet on this? Can I bet the matchup between you and Higgs?
I don't have a good record. Like, he's the only guy I have a losing record against in the NFL.
What's the odds on it?
I mean, you tell me. It's me and Higgs. I
want the draw.
Traditionally, Higgs he kind of kicks my ass. I ain't even gonna lie. Kicks my ass. There's 5 games, and I don't think we can get a draw. Well, we're doing the last 5 games of Sunday.
1-1.
It was, so we got a 40.5, a 41.5, a 45.
Is this for NFL?
NFL.
All right, what are we looking at? What are we looking at?
And a 42. We're looking at Seattle Niners,
under
40.5. 40.5. Bengals Cowboys, 41.5.
Over.
Texans Broncos, 45.
Under, because I'm going to have the Texans team total under.
Arizona Raiders. My thing is
Over.
on that is I think the Broncos just cover it by themselves.
I think the Broncos smashed that game. That's
Arizona Raiders 51.5.
Over.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning that way too. It's the Raiders.
Cardinals team total over. Cardinals outright against the Raiders.
Bears Packers Sunday night 42.
Under.
Oh, I'm trying to find I don't know. I'm waiting to see on weather and Niners. Supposedly there's going to be some bad weather in San Francisco for this game. So, but that 40.5 is just, it's low. It's low. And I don't know. So tune in for NFL Chaos. Be on the lookout for that. That's why you got to hit the like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our live content. What do you guys think about? What do you think about Brewers first 5. Did you? Is that on your first 5 list?
I lean Brewers, but it wasn't anything that I got to. So I'll say a lean towards the Brewers, but I did not put any money on it.
You're off the Giants now? Why are you off the Giants now?
Trent.
Oh, because yeah, I know. Some bitch. Richie P, if I know for a fact you're not bet it, then I will bet it because I still think we still win that. He can't lose all of his bets, Trent.
He's actually won the last couple.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, we just make fun of him because it's Trent. I mean, we don't make fun. Let me just put it to you clear. We're all in the same business here. We all just, everybody has ups, everybody has downs. And if we're we're all one big dysfunctional family, handicappers. So Philly money line plus 167 versus the Braves. Braves first game home after 8 games out, West Coast road trip.
Yeah.
I
think the Phillies win this series.
I can't go against Max Fried Chicken. I just can't do it. But I do think the Phillies win the series. I do like that. I'm not saying they can't win, but I'd probably I just don't want I stayed away from it. I saw what I liked. I just at this point you got to bet run lines too, unless you're taking a dog like this. I'm just either taking teams that are fighting for a playoff spot or going against teams that I know have laid down. And the Pirates and Tigers have laid the hell down. I'm not no shame in that. I'm just telling you all like it is. Spit the facts here, whether they're my team or not. The Tigers laid the F down about a month ago, to be honest with you. Still going to run with Louisville money line.
Good luck.
Hey,
as long as the game goes under, I don't care.
I think that game's decided with a field goal. Let me just say that. So 2.5, if you're getting plus 2.5, and I'm saying within a field goal. Last night, too, I was so pissed. I forgot. I wanted to bet Chiefs. I wanted to bet Chiefs to win by 1 to 6 points. There's like a prop in there, and you can pick the score or whatever. And I didn't. I never got around to it, and I just got busy. And next thing you know, game started, and you couldn't do that. But I do like ridiculous bets like that.
I don't touch those personally.
I mean, those are $5 bets. For
that sounds like a Super Bowl prop. I would bet more than anything.
It's $5 throw at it stuff like I also I bet $5 on no team score 3 straight times, and Chiefs effed me on that. The Chargers pick 6 is what really screwed me on it, or the Chiefs pick 6. But it is what it is. I'm close to the Rangers first 5 money line.
All right. I stayed off again.
Yeah, I just I like Perez on the mound against Kluber, but I didn't bet it. Like I'm gonna degenerate bet these live college football games instead. Don't do it. At Joe, my Knowles are gonna roll tonight. Mo says, I'm just trying to save you money, my guy. There you go. Appreciate it. All the help we can get. Braves have won their last 11 Friday games. How much stock, before I read too much of this, I'm going to read the rest of the comment, but how much stock do you put in that particular stat, like on a specific day? And then Ryan Hoskins still out for Philly, and I thought they were seeing the ball for crap in that final game in Miami last night. Braves money line for me. I can't get behind Braves minus 210.
No,
that's just not smart. If that is really what you bet, I'm pretty sure you mean run line. But I don't put no stock in these. They only win on like that whole Tuesday. Phillies don't win on Tuesdays.
That was a joke.
That shit comes full circle. Now the Phillies can't stop winning on Tuesdays. You know what I mean?
Now, I look at it. Oh, the Braves have won 11 straight Friday games.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
So?
Yeah. But who's been pitching on those Friday games? Is it just Max Fried Chicken? Is he pitch every Friday game? Because if that's the case, sure, I'll get behind that. What was the weather? Where were they playing? Away? Home? Was weather a factor? Who was in the lineup for those 11 games? That's all shit I take more into consideration than what games.
Yeah, I can give a crap whether or not you win
and I
or
can
lose.
get
on a
behind
certain day of
trends.
week.
I'm a trendy guy.
That's not a trend. Like, no, I don't care.
I don't think that's For the Love of the Game has come on all day today. Oh God, that's a great movie. Kevin Costner plays For the Love of the Game. It's a baseball movie. You know the guy from Step Brothers, John C. Reilly with the curly hair. He plays his catcher, and Kevin Costner's a pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. It's pretty good. It's a chick flick in a way. It's like a baseball love chick flick thing. It's a good movie. What up, fellas, man? Missed y'all this morning. Let's get some money. Yes, sir. Got the Chargers +4 and the under 2.
Nice.
Yeah, the under was a great bet.
4-0 primetime unders.
Yep.
Next up,
under 26.5. Chargers came through. Yeah. We had the over, me and Tim. I don't know if he bet it. I did. The second half over 24.5. We gave out on a Thursday night primetime. Which you guys, primetime games, Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday nights. I don't know how we're going to work it this Monday night because there's 2 Monday night games, but we do a little halftime show and pick some parlays. So you guys got to check that out. Look, and it's just during halftime. So it's only 10, 15-minute show. A couple of cappers will come on. Last Monday, I think, was Craig and Sean. Thursday was me and Tim. I don't know who did Sunday night. I forget off the top of my head. But did you? Okay. Yeah. And then, so just be on the lookout for those things. That's why you got to hit this like, subscribe, ring the bell, because when we decide to pop up and give you all a live show, it's information gold. And Nick is arrived. There you go. Giants plus money tonight. Yeah. Knowles -3 afternoon. I'm going to blow through some of these comments because we only got about 5 minutes left. Mahomes, just like last season, win, don't cover. Right?
Yep.
Hey, I wish the Lions had that.
Will be the Bills this year. That will be the Bills this year.
That's fair. I wish the Lions had that problem. Win, don't cover. Instead, they cover, don't win.
Don't win.
But this is a good problem to have if you're a Kansas City fan. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody's giving out Super Bowl rings to people against the spread. Trust me, the Lions have asked.
I would.
We don't.
Good teams win. Great teams cover.
Hey, pinky ring. And it's not a true Super Bowl ring that goes on the ring finger. The pinky one, that's for the against the spread champ. I'm leaning Orioles on the money line. I mean,
with potentially the Cooch pitching tonight, why not?
Yeah, Lyles against
I think it's Thomas Hatch or Trevor Richards or the Cooch.
Trevor Richards.
Like they've flirted a few names out there. That's why I haven't bet the game.
The Hennedy's got a lineup for you. Astros -2.5, Yankees -1.5, Padres run line, Dodgers run line, Mariners run line, Braves run line, Mets run line, Air Force covering the spread. Whoo-wee! I'm on the Mets run line. That's about all I got out of that. Just to be honest with you.
Giants money line. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. We go back.
Giants money line or Giants first 5.
Braves iffy.
Phillies first 5. Wyoming +16.5 to lean. So yeah.
Don't trust the Padres. I'm high on the Diamondbacks this year.
I'm going to say this now. The Padres missed the playoffs. The Brewers sneak into that spot and beat the Cardinals.
I do like the Padres, though, because it is Bumgarner on the mound for Arizona. So, whatever.
I like the Diamondbacks again tonight. First 5 is a wagon right now.
I carried the Braves 111 straight on Friday. Well, there's the one.
Good for you.
There's the one. There's always one. There's always one.
He's a Braves fan. That's why.
Right. Max on the mound. 10 plus Ks. Easy. See, now he's going to get 9.
Okay, do I need to
get 9
because
you said 10 behind
it's 10K plus easy. Do I need to break out the pen like Higgs does? All right. Max Fried over 10 strikeouts.
Easy. Chargers suck. I think the Chargers are the best
team
team
on
on paper.
Super Bowl contender. They almost went to Kansas City, knocked them off straight up without their best wide receiver.
Yeah, and imagine, I mean, they first of all, they almost got that onside kick at the end. The ball was available. What happens if they do? I know we're playing what ifs and whatever, but What happens if
Hopefully
they
they don't score and the under hits still.
You know what I mean? I agree. But with not a banged up, not that. And hey, let me say this: clean shots on Justin Herbert, back to back, and busted up his ribs. They put hands on that boy. That game was won by the Chiefs' defense, in my opinion, because Patrick Mahomes tried to give that game away multiple times. Chiefs defense MVP of that game, in my opinion. They rattled that boy. They got after Justin Herbert and they rattled him.
Yep.
I mean, and rattled him little physically. They didn't touch him mentally, but they rattled him physically.
He's a tough kid.
Dude, hats off to you, Justin Herbert. I was high on that kid before.
I wanted the Giants to draft him. I remember that.
Yeah. I could see y'all do that show. I checked it out before. It's cool. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we try to do that halftime thing. Where's Tim? Tim is out of the office today. He is on his way to a birthday party for his younger brother, which Nick Earl's about to jump out of here as soon as we're done with the show and do the same thing. Do you like the O's White Sox today? I like the White Sox. I just
passed on both those games.
I mean, it's Matt Manning on the mound, but I'm not scared. I just think
I'm more interested in the CFL game tonight.
Maybe Tigers play some spoilers, but I doubt it. Chargers always play them tough in Arrowhead. They do. Scooby-Doo voice. I kind of like the Blue Jays over 9.
I can see it.
Yeah, it depends on who's pitching, but yeah, the Detroit Lions
put that play up on the site, so I'll go.
We give a damn about your parlays, unlike KD, right? We care. Like the over tonight in the Yankees game. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not real big on baseball. The Aces score 7 in the 4th. Boy, talk about a letdown there. Pirates first 5-run line. All right.
Yeah. I think the Mets beat up on Mitch Keller tonight.
Yeah. That's why I took them on the run line and the White Sox. Because the White Sox are trying for that. I think they get the division.
I think the White Sox still win that division.
Yeah.
I think the Twins at the end of this weekend are going to be 6 games out.
Standings currently, White Sox are an even 3 games behind them, and they still, I think, play the Guardians
3 more.
I thought it was 6
3 more times. 3 more times.
Oh, they play the Tigers 6 more. So shit, they're 5 out of 6 wins. The White Sox schedule is 3 against Detroit, 3 against Cleveland, 3 more against Detroit, 3 against Minnesota, 3 against San Diego, and 3 against Minnesota. You got to play the 2 bottom feeders in the division 6 more times. That's 12 games against Detroit and Minnesota combined. There's 10 wins right there. I'm just saying, right there. And then against Cleveland, if you could pull 2 out of 3 of those, you make up a game. And Cleveland's schedule, I mean, we beat this to a dead horse here, but listen, they play Minnesota in a 5-game stretch. Then they got to play Chicago, the White Sox. They got 3 against Texas. Okay. But then they got to play 3 against Tampa. And then they do play the end of the year. They play
White Sox
against Kansas City.
The White Sox do have a tougher schedule, remaining strength of the schedule, according to the team's win percentage, but it's only by 0.003. The average win percentage of the remaining opponents for Chicago is 474, and it's 471 for Cleveland. But yeah. The easiest remaining schedule in baseball is actually the Seattle Mariners, who end the season with 5 different opponents: Oakland, Detroit, Kansas City, Angels, and Rangers.
What's your CFL play? I like the Elks plus point.
I'm on the Elks and the over.
I can see the over.
I like what Cornelius has done with that offense, and when you look at the Edmonton Elks, they are a pretty predictable team. They cover on the road, they don't at home. They're 0-6 and straight up and against the spread at home, but they're 3-4 straight up and 5-2 against the spread on the road. So this is a team that covers. So I also have plus 245 with them as well to win straight up tonight.
I wouldn't be opposed to taking the Elks on a teaser and over.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Season, yeah. Pirates under. We're gonna blow through the last couple comments before we bounce. Detroit, enjoy your weekend. Thank you. I'm going to try to. Nick, I'll see you tomorrow. Happy birthday, Ryan. Yes, happy birthday, Ryan. White Sox run it for sure. Have fun, good luck. You guys know the drill. If you haven't already, Earl Sports Bets promo, 7-day package, only $49. Check out the link in the description below. If you can, you need to sign up at MGM. Sign up. You need to. That's how we keep the lights on around here.
And then they'll probably give us more links in the future if people sign up for us. So
because I'm
which
telling
helps
you right now,
support us a little bit more. If you guys truly enjoy the content, be sure to do that.
Yeah, if you can in your state,
make extra accounts.
Bang.
Can you do that with sports books?
Well,
I think so. I think you can use multiple emails.
Yeah. Because Mandy has an MGM account.
Not a bad idea. Use extra emails. And
Mandy has an MGM account, and I have one too. So I'm just saying. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us. We appreciate you guys stopping by. As always, good luck. Unless you're against us, we're out. We'll see you Monday, 5 o'clock Eastern. Peace.